in Brazil, in late-night study sessions in the Philippines, in quiet apartments in the UK and France and Germany and Pakistan and Nigeria, people were finding their music. Not because of a big marketing campaign, not because a major label pushed them, but because one person shared a video with another person, and that person shared it with someone else. And slowly, quietly, something extraordinary started to grow. The name ARMY was officially established on July 9, 2013, less than a month after BTS debuted. It stands for Adorable Representative MC for Youth. But the meaning goes so much deeper than an acronym. From the very beginning, the relationship between BTS and their fans was different from anything the music industry had seen before. Most artists maintain a careful distance from their audience. They release music, they perform, they give interviews, but there is always a wall between the artist and the fan. BTS tore that wall down completely. They posted on social media constantly. Not polished, carefully managed content, but real moments. RM writing in his diary at 2 a.m. SUGA talking honestly about his struggles with depression. J-Hope dancing alone in an empty practice room. Jimin crying after a performance because he felt he had not done well enough. Jungkook quietly watching anime after a long day of rehearsals. V showing his paintings and his love for art. These were not manufactured moments. They were real. And fans around the world, many of whom were going through their own loneliness, their own depression, their own feeling of being invisible, saw themselves in these 7 young men. They did not just like BTS. They felt understood by BTS. And that feeling is one of the most powerful things a human being can experience. But here is where the story gets truly painful. Because in 2018, at what should have been the greatest moment of their careers, BTS was falling apart on the inside. By 2018, BTS had already broken into the American market in a way no Korean act had ever done before. They had performed at the Billboard Music Awards. They were selling out stadiums. Love Yourself, Tear had become the first Korean language album to top the Billboard 200. On the outside, everything looked like a fairy tale. But inside, the members were exhausted in a way that went far beyond physical tiredness. They had been working without rest. we're saving them right back. Let's talk about what history of that institution. He spoke not about politics, not about global economics, but about something far more personal. He said, "No matter who you are, where you are from, your skin color, your gender identity, speak yourself. Find your name. Find your voice by speaking yourself." Millions of young people around the world heard those words and felt, perhaps for the first time, that someone famous, someone powerful was speaking directly to them. To the girl in Indonesia who felt invisible. To the boy in rural America who did not fit in. To the teenager in South Africa who had never seen anyone who looked like what they wanted to be. RM was speaking to all of them. BTS partnered with UNICEF on a campaign called Love Myself. marketing tagline, but as a genuine expression of unconditional love and loyalty. Between strangers online are not real. BTS and ARMY prove all of that wrong. They prove that real connection has no language barrier. That music can reach into a person's chest and pull out something they did not know they were carrying. That being seen, truly seen by another human being, even one you have never met, even one who speaks a different language and lives on the other side of the planet, can be the difference between giving up and going on. SUGA once said something in an interview that I think about constantly. He said, "I used to think that expressing pain was weakness, and then our fans showed me that when I expressed my pain honestly, they felt stronger. I do not fully understand how that works, but I know that it does. That is the bond. That is what it is. Not adoration, not obsession, but a genuine, mutual exchange of humanity." BTS said, "We are struggling too." And ARMY said, "So are we." And somehow, from that honesty, something extraordinary grew. Something that saved lives on both sides. BTS did not become the biggest band in the world because they were the most talented. There are talented musicians everywhere. They became the biggest band in the world because they were the most honest. Because they looked at their fans not as consumers but as people. Because they said, "Your pain is valid. Your existence matters. You are not alone. Speak yourself." And ARMY, millions of people from every country, every background, every language, said the exact same thing right back to them. That is the real story. Not the Billboard records. Not the sold-out stadiums. Not the Netflix streams or the Grammy nominations or the UN speeches. The real story is simpler and more powerful than all of that. 7 people and millions of people found each other in the dark. And they helped each other find the light. Purple You. If the story moved you, if you felt something watching this, please hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a video. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Drop a comment below and tell me, what BTS moment or song has meant the most to you personally? I read every single comment. See you in the next one.